All right. We made a big oopsie mess because the bag, when I pulled it out, the bag came off. And it's all good. It's just transmission fluid. I like to change it anyways. But anyways, yes, I got it out. Here she is. All this water, and I want to keep it out for right now. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get this motor on the stand, and then just take the transmission off, take the flywheel off, and just leave it on. I'm gonna clean it up in here, clean up the parts, probably put the motor right there in the middle, and then once I get the motor, everything back in, assembled together, push the car back in, and then yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So this is where she's at. Now I gotta clean up all this freaking mess. That's what sucks about mess stuff. Get everything organized, cleaned up, getting it look good up in here. That was fun pulling this thing out. It got hung up right here. It's okay though. Next time I'm probably gonna do is take that off. Probably just take the whole AC bracket off. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take all that off, so it'll make it easier to get in there. So when I reinstall it, so I had to go another 3 inches up to clear that. So it was not fun. But yeah, there she is. That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. All right, get this cleaned up, knocked out. Love handle. Yes, sir. Got it out of there. All right, so the flywheel's got a bunch of burn spots. As you see, the dark spots, and it's grooved, and it's not, yeah. So this flywheel is gonna have to be resurfaced. Yeah, it's all good though. It's easy to get them resurfaced. This is the clutch. As you can see, it got burnt. It's like the brown, dark, black spots. On this side, it's not too terrible, but it was definitely slipping. Like, it will hold. I had to upgrade the clutch. So anyways, this clutch is a spec 3. I have a spec 4 clutch. Same sprung and everything, and it held pretty good. And I had it dynoed the last one, and this was a reused clutch. It's a used clutch, for instance. I mean, the only thing I did is I had to get that little washer piece, whatever, that little ring thing, this thing right here. I had to put it back on. But anyways, that's about, it was just in and out, you know. I mean, these things come, when you take them out and then you put them back in, it's not the best thing. You know, this clutch it was a good clutch, but I noticed it started slipping in like 5th gear at a pull. So, yeah, it was bound to fail. I noticed that it was doing little hesitant. It'll hold, but when it spike up to like 20 psi and it was going and getting that good boost, and holding that boost, it'll start to slip. You'll feel it go, and I was not having that. So it had to be taken care of. So I have another clutch that's over there. It's outside. It's in the car. So I'm gonna take this flywheel off, mount it to that, get the cherry picker out of the way, clean up this terrible spill because of that thing. I zip tied it, and then when I was pulling it out, it pulled the bag and busted everywhere, and I was like, damn. But anyways, it's all good. I'll just get some new transmission fluid. Probably going to go order the kit They have some red line on order, and it's really good for these transmissions. I'm gonna get the flywheel resurfaced. It only costs like 50, 60 bucks to get it resurfaced. It's not that hard. They'll probably clean it up. It ain't that bad. Really, it ain't that bad, but it is bad. You always either get a new flywheel or resurface them. And this one, I'm not gonna get resurfaced. Be good as new. And on top of that, I'll have new wherever the, yeah. Anyways, so I'm gonna get this off, get that on there, and then take it off this engine hoist. All right. Alrighty, so I have a Freddy intake. Eesh, I need to clean this off. That'd be easy. But anyways, I got a Freddy intake, and what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna port match. As you see, there's like that right there on the gasket, and it's already kind of, yeah, you can see where the gasket lines up. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna use my little permanent marker thing, do all that and whatever on the sides and right there, just to smooth it out. And then, where does that one go to? Oh, the water outlet or water inlet. So I can port match the water inlet. I mean, that one's close. This one's just terribly off. I mean, there's nothing there, just a block. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm doing all these right here. Well, the gasket, it's gonna be lined up. So I'm gonna use this as a mock-up, and then yeah, that's a lot. See, there's a lot right there, and there's a whole bunch right there. That last cylinders, they're terrible. So I'm just gonna use a permanent marker on that and then clean it off. All right, let's see what we got here. It goes like this. Alright. And these, as you see, there's no really much wiggle room in that. I got a lot of, that's perfect pretty much. It's got a little bit, there's an edge up on these, a little bit right there. And I'm gonna bolt this up, and then I'm gonna mark it on that. There's a lot on this one, and then this one, I'll push it against the thing. Well, that's a little bit up top, and then a little bit right there. So I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna port match this side, and then that side. This one's it's terrible on this one. You can see the little on this where the gaskets, and it's just the casting. You know, I mean, this is a cheap manifold. I mean, it's got a lot of material right there. So what I'll do is just pretty much clean it up. And this is jagged right there. Go up in there and clean these notches up right here. I don't know. Try to go up in there and clean those up. So, yeah. Alright. So, today we got the front exposed. I got the lines marked to be timed, so it's top dead center. Boom. Straight there. Hold on, let me turn the light on. Straight there. And then right there. And then down right there. So, yeah. this belt it's new because I replaced it, and when I got the motor. So this belt's naming 7 months old. So this is a brand new belt. Kind of curious. I have another belt, but it's a 2JZ belt. Speaking of that, where is it at? Okay, I don't see it. I got a bunch of junk. Oh, there it is. So I'm kind of curious to see if it's... You know, RB, JZ. I don't know, it looks similar. This is a T... it's a Gates belt. This is a Nissan belt. Kind of curious if that would fit. Give it a shot, because that's a T21-5, and this is a JZ belt. So kind of curious on that. Curious. It's same pretty. It came from the same. Oh dang, the teeth are matched up. They're not separated like. It's the same on that. See if it's the same length. I know it's. I don't know. I don't want to be like if it's a little bit longer or inch longer in the rotate, because it might be just longer. But then again, I don't know. It's a good curiosity, because it's a brand new belt as well. And I don't really like using used belts, but I know this belt is brand new because I bought it personally. OEM brand new belt. As you can see, the numbers are still there, so that's a good indicator that the belt is not worn out. Over time, this numbers right here, they'll just disappear, and once those numbers starting to disappear, it has some miles. So yeah, but still kind of curious on this. Rotate it 100 times. Ooh, there's some sticky substance on there. I gotta get that off. Well, that side is clean, but I'll clean that off. I just not noticed that. But anyways, yeah. I'm gonna knock that out. Take this off. And then throw this on. Or actually see if this is about the same length as this. Just give me 1 second and I'll get back to you on that. Alrighty, there we got the covers off. So I'm going to show y'all a pro tip. Alright, so make sure it's top. Make sure these are cupped, and you'll know when they're top dead center. But anyways, best thing to do is, since this is one of those kind of ones, you have to go like this, and then like that, and then just kind of work your way out, and then come out like this, and then come back over here, and then it just, all you do is when you work your way out, when you spread the load, you just kind of come across, and then either way you want to go, you can start on this side, or you can start on this side, but when you want to go this one, come back over here, and then some people will do it like this, 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 and then that, and then back over. It really, I think by Nissan, it goes here, 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 there, 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 and then straight across over that side, and then straight across back this side, and straight across that side, and then there. So pretty much it's just kind of like an X. You just want to, and far the way out, you work your way out, load. I know, so I've seen some people, mechanics, I've seen them go like this, this, and then they go like this, 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 this. You know, it is weird, but I'm more of like a X over. You know, you want to cross over every time, each bolt. You know, just kind of. So that kind of the point is, it kind of gets tricky. So what I always do is get a little permanent marker and start off with like 1, and then like 2 straight across. You know, 2, and then X over to 3. So 3 right here, and then X over 4, and then it goes 3, 4, then 5, then 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you go 6, X over to 7. So X over to that one, 7. I'll look it up, you know, just to make sure, clarify it. And then 7, so 6, it's right here. And 7. And then some people call them 8, 9, 10. You just want to X over. That's basic, pretty much. That's how to spread the load. And then when you torque it back down, the same thing. 1, 2. That flattens in the middle. This is the dead center right here because there's the center bolt. There's 1, 2, 3. Here's back to center bolt. 1, 2, and then 3. So you just kind of want to spread when you torque it down, to spread it out. Work from the middle. Use the weight of the head. Spread it out. So that's good practice. I want to do my research on it. I'm pretty sure untorquing it, I'll do that. It's, some people use the impact. I don't like that. I'd rather, just pulling it off, whatever, and doing like the right thing. Some people, everybody's got their own different technique, but I always like the X over factor. You always want to just keep it going. So that's my preference. It works for me. Never had a head gasket issue. I've worked on multiple cars. I've worked on heads. I've replaced gaskets and beamers. And I always did that X over pattern, Start in the middle, work your way out. So, yeah. This is the current problem with this one. The head gasket failed on this. I caught it before it got worse. Oh my God. All right, so to do some farther inspection, so we got the head off. I gotta put that back. And then a little hole. Perfect, I think. Yeah, figure it out. Anyways, so it had pressure. So you look around the seals, and as you see, it's got some clean because I was running water methanol injection, and that got a lot of trash in it. Oh boy, that's got a lot of trash in there. But anyways, the cylinder walls are good. They're not scratched. I just give it a good cleaning, clean the top off. So anyways, here it is. I'll show you where it's at. Can you tell? Well, that's good. Yeah, that's good. We're good. Oh, a little oil. I don't think that had any whatever. But you'll see. Right. Oop. There. That's my water jacket. And as you see, where the ring pushed out that way, and as you see the ring land, it pushed out that way. So it gave out on number 6, and number 6 is pretty freaking clean. So there's no movement on them. They still spin freely. Like I said, I pulled it before it got any worse. And as you know, you would know if it was pretty bad. This piston right here would be completely like clean. It'd have been steam clean. It'd have been pretty. So as you see, it had a little bit. It had a little bit. You can tell where it let loose right at. It pushed the ring that way, and yeah, it's usually what happens. Running too much boost. That's what happened. That ring, the gasket gave out. And as you can see up underneath it, where it gave out too, gave out on both sides. On this side and that side. Because you can see where the gasket is, there's like some silver stuff. As you see, there's silver stuff. This one, let's see real quick. Go ahead and pull it all the way off. Go ahead and pop that back in there. There it goes. Satisfying popping. And oh yeah, you can see right through it. And this side. I don't really see any other but just number 6. Yep. So number 6 cylinder that gave out. So I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna clean this surface off. Oh yeah, it's got some. Yeah, it'll clean right off actually. I don't think it warped the head or anything like that. It's cast iron, so that's not my concern. This right here could be easily get a block and clean up. I don't see any major problems. This cylinder is pretty clean. Let me turn the light on. Let's see how it's got some white. So overall, it ain't too terrible. I caught it before it got worse. So yeah, that is one of the issues. And I'm gonna turn this crank, turn it over, clean it out. Actually, before I even turn it over, I'm gonna clean this off, blow it out, get the water and throw some oil in there, and then I'll turn it. Then